great at playing the king's game, since my family is basically royalty.
Including the inner family attraction, it seems. Oh well, looks like I'm the king. And as the king, Tomo, I order you to go to Jun's house right now and invite him to the summer festival.
What? In the middle of the night? No way! That's crazy embarrassing!
You're just lucky she didn't ask you to stand outside holding a boombox.
Don't give her ideas!
Carol's right, though. We should make it more interesting.
What does that mean? Misuzu? What is that? So because of the rules of the popsicle sticks, you and I have to go to the fireworks festival together? It's the law or something.
Oh, so like all four of us go as bros?
Well, I was thinking just the two of us, but I bet you wouldn't want to do that. Huh?
Bet. Like a dare? You dare me to go to the fireworks festival? Full of explosions? Just the two of us?
Yes?
You of all people should know I take my bets/dares very seriously, Tomo. Prepare for the most enchanting night of your entire life.
Wait, really? All it took to get a date with Jun is to dare him? All the wasted years!
But still as bros, obviously. Now be gone. Space Jam 2 is on, and I shan't miss another second of LeBro James's tomfoolery.
How's it hanging, my Tomodachis? The grimmiest of Jacks is back with part 3 of our journey through Tomo-Chan as a girl. After bouncing around the beach, it's time for the next segment of our rip-roaring Tomo-Chaning actually girling saga. What are we gonna cover this time? That Carol's family is actually old-timey mafiosos? That Misuzu secretly runs a charitable organization? No, dear viewers. This is a slice-of-life anime. The stakes are typically lower than a championship limbo pole. No, Tomo and Jun merely stay up all night thinking about each other and their feelings. Like you do with your bros. Soon enough, the sun rises on what will be a fateful explosion-filled day. Japanese 4th of July. At least that's what I assume it is, because I see this sort of festival in like every slice-of-life anime. That said, Uncle Sam and festive dog frighteners aren't the only things lighting up the darkness, as Tomo's YUKATA is about to put some M80s to shame.
Huh?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Jun. How do I look?
Tomo? Is that you? I can't tell how you look. Your YUKATA is blinding.
Oh gosh! Are you saying that I look radiant in my summer best?
I can't see. It's like I stared into the sun through a magnifying glass. Ah, my corneas. Is this what all those ants felt like? Oh, God!
After lowering the brightness on her YUKATA setting, Tomo and Jun paint the town red, nearly putting the whole festival out of business. But it wouldn't be a usual outing for Tomo if she wasn't hit on by total creeps. Luckily, Jun Boy whisks her away from stranger danger. However, he gets a bit flustered after she genuinely thanks him for being there for her. Naturally, he diverts his intense attention by looking at explosives. This is where Tomo plans to confess to Jun again. But seeing as this is episode 8 out of 13, something will obviously go horribly wrong.
Jun, I need to tell you something.
Say it, bro. Say it in my ear holes.
Jun, I love you.
Huh? What'd you say, Tomo?
Fireworks! I love fireworks!
Coward. Oh, cool! I love fireworks too! So does my bro Nozaki-kun and his co/pro worker, Chiyo. That guy's an idiot. She's clearly in love with him.
Actually, before Tomo can make her true confession, she begins to have doubts. She's worried that if she tells Jun the truth, the relationship she has with him will end, and something new might begin. Liking where they already are, she decides now is not the right time. But later, Tomo thinks Jun is starting to become too careful, which would be great if it weren't so creepy.
Face my deadliest move, Tomo!
Pinky tap?
That's right, the pinky tap of death. Illegal in all prefectures except right in front of your house. It causes instant death. In 7 to 10 business years, your days are numbered.
The potential changes of the friends' dynamic starts to worry Misuzu of all people. If Tomo and Jun were to become lovers, she's afraid that she'd be phased out of the picture, unable to see her best friend and worst enemy ever again. Worried about becoming the big wheel on the tricycle that is Tomo and Jun's relationship, she's jumped by the group of thugs Tomo beat up earlier, who are hoping to hurt Aizawa's friend. Have no fear, though. An unlikely hero comes to the rescue.
Carol's here to save the day.
My hero. Go get someone with muscle before they notice you.
You, squishy one.
Never mind.
You another one of Aizawa's buddies?
She's nobody. Just a classmate. If you want to make yourself useful, Carol, get my ransom money ready. They're going to ask for a lot, but I'm worth it.
Scram, squishy, if you know what's good for you.
Corpses don't talk.
What did you say?
Remind me never to piss you off.
My straight name is Taser Meow.
The girls take refuge from the thugs in an abandoned factory outside of the school. With no other options, Misuzu calls the one and only person she'd hoped to never talk to.
It's noon and you're go for June. May I ask who's calling?
It's Misuzu. I hate to admit it, but I'm in trouble and could use some help.
Well, that's great news. Will the funeral be casual or formal attire?
Ha ha. Just get over here. I don't have to call anyone else.
Wait, who'd you call before me?
From strongest to weakest, Tomo's dad, Tomo's mom, Misaki, Eyeless Louie, the local ramen guy, Carol's mom, and, hoping for a Christmas miracle, the Santa Claus hotline.
I don't know that I'd rank Santa so low. You can do a lot with all the coal he owes you.
I burn you enough that I don't need other fuels. Just get over here.
After requesting Jun to come help them, Misuzu also asked that he not tell Tomo. After telling Tomo immediately, the two of them are off to help their friends. But this foursome becomes a fivesome pretty quick when Misaki overhears the conversation. Meanwhile, Misuzu apologizes to Carol, telling her she pretended not to be her friend in order to keep her safe. Before the two can embrace, a thug finds them, only to be caught and disposed of by Tomo and Jun, leaving Misaki to clean up.
You! What did you do to Carol?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb! Taking advantage of a pure, soft, innocent girl? You make me sick!
Dude, I did nothing! She's the one who tasered my balls!
And I bet you didn't even thank her, you swine! I'll kill you! You will know pain. Anything your pitiful imagination could think of. I will make you pray for death!
Aw, he's so cute when he's bloodthirsty.
For whatever reason, this whole incident makes Misaki think he's too weak to protect Carol. So in an effort to improve, he joins the Aizawa dojo. As you'd expect, the training is exhaustingly difficult, and Misaki's first opponent is none other than Jun. He manages to land a hit, but so does Jun. Waking up in Tomo's room, he explains how he wants to be stronger for Carol's sake, but feels too pathetic. Tomo rejects his claim, letting him know that there are many different types of strength he can use. With renewed confidence, Misaki tells Carol all about what he's been up to, but manages to compliment Tomo one too many times, leading Carol to think that Misaki might have feelings for Tomo. Carol, being the pillar of sanity and rationale, proceeds to attempt to ruin the lives of everyone around her. Atta girl. Carol's evil era starts with Tomo and Misaki locked in her crosshairs. Despite what it may seem, Carol has more than one brain cell, so she can plainly see Tomo's feelings for Jun. In an effort to both hurt Tomo and make Misaki jealous, Carol tries to spend some quality time with Jun, where she attempts to recreate Pony by Genuine. Jun bucks off the would-be homewrecker and runs to Tomo for support, but the damage is done. All it takes is a quick recap to Misaki, and he flies to Misuzu for help. Misuzu unleashes her most dastardly plan yet. Lie. She tells Carol that Misaki loves her like a sister, but not in the way she was hoping for. This news breaks Carol, who runs crying all the way home. The only remedy is the truth, and for both of them to confess their true feelings for each other.
Carol, I love you. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I love you too! I love you so much, Kochon!
I'm so happy you feel the same way. What a relief. So now what do? There's just two of us in a room and we just confess our love. What's next?
You know there's a bed in the room too, right?
Carol, what are you doing? You never said what comes next!
Not so fast, you snaz cover!
Mom, you're no fun.
Mrs. Olsten, thank goodness you stopped us before we went too far.
Put an expensive ring on her finger, then you can give her the Narration.
Yay!
What?
Miss Olsen confesses that when Carol was younger, she was told she was prettier when she smiled, to keep her from crying. This is why Carol is always smiling. I'm not sure if that's heartwarming or incredibly traumatic. But Carol's mom is only 28, so she still has a lot of learning to do as a parent. And wait, Carol's 16, and at this point, dear viewers, we're gonna have to pull a very special move of blocking our reality and moving on with the narration. Shh, 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 shh. Nothing happened here. It's fine. Don't worry. What the fuck is going on? Carol's mom fears that this new love could change her, but Misaki assures her that won't happen. Her daughter has other people in her life besides the two of them that love her, and his confession won't change a thing about her. Woo! Fast and the Furious taught me anything. There's no love more powerful than family. With that ship officially setting sail, it's time to get back to our main couple. Tomo and Jun decide to start multitasking. The two can run from their feelings and run a marathon at the same time. Always intent on making everything a competition. They make it a race and see who can finish with the quickest time. Hell, Tomo completely bypasses the girl's checkpoint to stay equal with Jun. He's got to put into high gear as she takes the lead.
Must go faster! I'm doing it! I'm running like the wind! Does the wind run? And maybe I'm running like a river? Is water fast? Huh? Oh no! Tomo! Tomo! This hairstyle of running where you're super fast and then take a nap only works when you're going against turtles. You know that, right? Wait, do you think I'm a turtle?
I was practicing yesterday. I ran 3 marathons back to back and got home a little after 3 a.m.
Okay, totally reasonable thing to do, sure.
But then I got home and took a bath and went to bed, and when I woke up, I was lying completely naked on the cold, hard ground.
Oh no, that's terrible! Could you go back to that part where you were naked, though? Asking for a bro. Right, you're not doing great, my bad.
Tomo wakes up in the nurse's office and is told that Jun carried her all the way through the rest of the marathon and to the nurse's office on his back. Tomo feels this chivalry is incredibly flattering and also totally unfair, as she was unconscious for it all. To make up for her bout of sleepy time upsies, she demands another piggyback, but this time while conscious. The next day, Jun visits Tomo to see how she's recovering, but she has a gift for his efforts. A mint condition Nintendo SD. When they were little, Tomo broke Jun's gaming majig, and eventually the two promised that Tomo would repay Jun once he was finally stronger than her. This triggers a 12.5-minute flashback sequence when it's revealed that Jun only found out Tomo was a girl after she came to middle school in a girl's uniform. For some reason, it also covers the time that Jun dated Misuzu, which I'm not sure that's what he wanted to remember, if I'm being honest. It's like when your crush gives you chocolates and you get PTSD flashbacks of your ex for some reason. Wait, that's not normal? That's not normal? Oh no. I've been doing this all wrong. The flashback ends sometime later, and during this time, Tomo and the gals landed themselves a part-time job. Tomo wants to buy Jun a heartfelt gift, but doesn't have enough money for chicken nuggets. Misuzu feels it's irresponsible to let Tomo unaccompanied into the world, and Carol is just bored. So they all agree to join up on this employment escapade. Overhearing this, their good old friend approaches them with a once-in-a-lifetime job offer. Wait no longer, girls, for this is my fabled ramen shop you've heard so much about.
Where are we right now?
Oh, don't be like that with your old pal Tatsumi. I've had tons of screen time. I'm Misuzu's main love interest, after all. You haven't cut me out of the show until now, have you?
Welcome to the shop, boss and girls. We're happy to have you.
Answer my question! I'm not gonna stop until you... Tomo and the gang have wacky waitress-styled hijinks, and Jun discovers a new special interest. The Tomo team also gets paid extra for all the increased business they brought to the ramen bar, and have enough money for Jun's birthday gift! Hooray! Carol's still rich though, so nothing really changes for her. But Tomo gets to celebrate with Jun! But it turns out they'd be at his house alone. And Tomo ain't really ready for that step in their not a relationship yet. Next up, the school year draws to a close. And if you've seen any slice of life anime, you know what that means. The school culture festival is at hand. Maid cafes, haunted houses, making squid balls, and most importantly for Tomo's class, culture festival brand plays. their homeroom class decides to put on a production of Cinderella. And guess who got cast as the titular character? Well, none other than Tomo. Wait, not Tomo? Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to be Tomo, and then, Jun would somehow wind up as Prince Charming or Sakuna or, something, and romance the stuffing out of an embarrassed Tomo-Rella. Well, then, who did get the part?
I call off sick for 1 day, and you ingrates have the gall to cast me as a Disney princess, and not even the one who gets a sword!
Misuzu, you know we can't trust you with sharp objects anymore. Besides, I got stuck with the prince role, so at least some rando won't be trying to smooch you!
It was all my idea.
Misuzu, please! For once in your life, choose peace over violence!
Why, if it isn't Cinderella herself. Gotta say, the role suits you. Being that you're poor, your family is evil, and it'd take magic to make a man love you.
Ladies, get him.
I surrender! Stop, please!
While practicing for the festival, everyone gets into their roles. Misuzu has to dial it down for her savagery. Carol has to dial it up for her inner demon, and Tomo, a natural-born lady killer, just has to act natural. Jun's a tree. Yeah, not even a magic tree. They could have at least made him one of the messed up rats that turns into a horse or whatever, but no. Mundane tree. As the festival rounds the corner, Misuzu reflects on the advice she gave Tomo years ago, revealing it was none other than her who made Tomo strive to be perceived as a girl. Misuzu swears that she will free Tomo from this curse she has burdened her with. I don't know, girl. The only curse I see at hand is Junderella. So, you're probably fine. With that, the cultural festival is here. The lines are rehearsed, the booths are set up, and all the moms get to talk. Misuzu's mom even shows up with a camera to get blackmail. Everyone plays their parts to the best of their abilities, except the play's narrator, who for some reason never showed up to do their job. What do you mean? I was right there. Now the narrator's ignoring my existence? I'm a main character, darn you! Tomo's class finishes their play, despite not landing a traditional ending, and everyone celebrates their hard work. Jun invites Tomo to explore the rest of the festival, and the two go on a fun-filled adventure through every other class's project. The two enjoy the various amusements, which leads Tomo to reflect on what sort of future they might have together, whether as friends or something more. This leads to some boogieing around a massive fire, which I assume is normal and maybe romantic for some reason. Tomo cuts a rug with Jun, Carol busts the move with Misaki, and Misuzu is left totally alone, with no one asking her to dance. I asked her to dance! Don't you erase me from the narrative! Be gone! Ah! Tomo mentions to Jun that it was super cool to ask her to dance, but asking her in front of so many people might make her get the wrong idea. Jun confirms that if that idea is romance, that Tomo does not in fact have any wrong ideas. Tomo reacts completely normally to this information, running away, only to begin savagely attacking Jun and acting super strange around him from this point on. The worst thing they can say is no. Yeah, right. Their friends start to figure out that Jun sorta kinda confessed to Tomo. Carol and Misuzu deduce the information by using deductive reasoning and context clues, and Misaki's just straight up told about it.
So there's a girl I like. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you have experience with woman, singular. So, how should I go about this?
Wait, which girl is it? Maybe flowers or chocolates might work, or...
It's Tomo.
Ha! Why didn't you say so?
Ugh, my back! So do you have any advice, or are you just gonna keep hitting me?
For a girl like her, your best bet is to try to hit her.
Surely you mean hit on her, right?
Nope. I mean, try to beat her up. I just advise getting comprehensive health insurance and assigning a next of kin in your will first. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, right. If I was stronger than Tomo, I might stand a chance. But as things are now, I just get turned into paste. I think I'll just tell her how I feel and hope for the best.
Okay, but people like you are why everyone says romance is dead.
Yeah, as if you know how to pick up chicks outside of family gatherings.
After getting perfect and amazing advice from Misaki, Jun proceeds to speak to a far deadlier foe, Misuzu. In order to move forward with Tomo, Jun feels he needs to speak to Misuzu to get closure on the very dead romance he had with her, which was doomed from the very start. Not sure why he wants to go down that road, but hey, dude's obviously a glutton for punishment. Get his ass, Misuzu! Get him!
Thank you for meeting with me on such short notice, Your Demonic Eminence.
Flattery might have gotten you somewhere if you weren't so far behind. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, you see, you stupid horrifyingly smart woman. I just wanted to see if you regretted our previous relationship as much as I do.
Seriously? I regret our current friendship still exists. Why are you bringing up something even worse?
You may not have noticed, but there's a girl I like.
Oh, please. You've practically beaten us all over the head with your affections for Tomo.
Just let me have closure. You don't still have feelings for me, do you?
My, you think I was your first love or something?
No, my first love lies with another.
Fine. If it gets you out of my hair faster, the only feelings I have for you are hatred, bloodlust, and loathing. And by the way, you weren't exactly my first love either.
Whatever. Hope you end up with that ramen guy.
I did something nice for you. Don't wish that on me.
Let me be in the show, you guys! Jun assembles all of his courage and tricks Tomo onto the roof since she's still avoiding him after their dance. Tomo appears on the roof expecting a fight, but instead meets a love-struck Jun, who confesses that he's always known what Tomo meant when she said that she loved him. She slugs him one for being a weirdo, but Jun dusts himself off and confesses to Tomo directly. She proceeds to tell him to shut up, calling him a dumbass, and runs away. Great job, Tomo? Congratulations, Jun?
Success!
Just when you thought this show was about to end. Tomo seeks comfort from Misuzu and Carol, who encourage her to get back out there and give Jun another chance. Misuzu even shows her very first emotion. I hear the first time is always hard. She apologizes for what she feels is her role in Tomo's romantic struggles, as she was the one who told Tomo to try and act more girly. Tomo says if anything, the person to blame is Tomo herself, but says she's ready to confront Jun head on. The two fist bump, and Tomo rushes off to get the guy of her dreams. She catches up to Jun, and the two have their first serious discussion about their relationship. Tomo says Jun has to choose between her as his friend or her as his girlfriend, as the shenanigans they subject each other to aren't exactly typical boyfriend/girlfriend behavior. Jun says these things don't need to be so cut and dry, and he wants to get him a Tomo who can do both. She agrees on these terms, and Jun falls for her right there on the spot. Literally! Imagine if you just died right there from that. Nozaki-kun, eat your heart out. He gives a thumbs up, and it's official. Tomo-Chan isn't just a girl. She's now officially Jun's girlfriend. And that's the whole show. Thank you for sticking with us, everyone. I guess 12-episode animes can have a happy ending after... Oh, wait. What's this? No, this can't be. What do you mean there's more? If there's more, it just means there's a chance that bad things will happen in their new relationship. Let them be happy. Alas, it seems that for Jun and Tomo to have a happy ending, he must meet her family. While Tomo's mom is fully supportive of the two new lovebirds, her dad is a bit less so. He says in order to get his blessing in their new courtship, Jun must defeat him in pitch combat. Kinda puts a hamper on the first date when your partner's dad wants to beat you up.
Did you actually tell our daughter's first and only love prospect that if he wanted to be with her, he had to beat you in a fight? Just say you want her to die single, jeez.
Tomo no die alone. Tomo have me. Besides, this good for Tomo. Tomo will love Dad for protecting her. If new boy want Tomo, he must protect Tomo like Tomo's dad does.
Well, it's a nice thought, Tomo's dad, but Tomo's mom thinks you probably should have run it by her first before being so controlling. Also, isn't it weird that we don't have names? What's up with that?
What the heck, Dad?
Tomo?
How dare you try and scare off the only boy I've ever had feelings for! You're lucky you asked him to be the one to kick your butt, because if it was you and me, you'd be 6 feet under or halfway to orbit! I hate you, Dad!
Tomo learned new way to break opponent. Tomo's dad. So proud.
After that, a lot of stuff happens, like winter break, and Tomo sulking, and Jun getting the courage to punch a guy real hard. But you know what? I've had enough of waiting. We're getting to the point where they're gonna smooch as fast as possible. Jun stood up, get to the Tomo dojo, and jump Tomo's dad like a chump.
Dojo very peaceful now that daughter's romance is dead.
Surprise Komodo cross attack!
Junebug, what are you doing?
facing you on my terms. And also calling out my attack name since you said that makes them stronger.
It's true that when you shout attack name, it make you win. But you no win so easy.
Also, I brought your wife along so she can watch me dust you.
Hi, honey.
How come that attack have no name? It hurt way more than last attack.
For some reason, Tomo decides to go about her day as normal, despite knowing her crush is about to try to beat up her dad. She gets distracted in the middle of trying to fold Misaki like a paper crane, and after a quick pep talk, decides that there's somewhere she needs to be. Tomo sprints off, arriving at the dojo just in time to mess with Jun. She says that if Jun can't seal the deal and beat up her dad, she'll gladly step in and take him on. With this honestly weird reassurance from Tomo, Jun is empowered to land his first decisive hit on the beast that is Tomo's dad.
Tomo's dad not done yet!
Yes, you are! Oh! He needs some milk!
It may have just been for the briefest moment, but Tomo's dad felt his fingers touch the floor. He admits defeat, and that means that Tomo and Jun can officially start dating. The two meet in the courtyard, and it's a race to see who can ask the other out first. Jun narrowly beats Tomo by interrupting her, and she proceeds to interrupt him with a big old smooch. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in miracles? The shoujo manga ending with a confirmed couple and a happy ending where no one dies but the guy I deleted earlier. Ah, yes! Take notes, anime industry. This is how it's done. Wow! With that, it's time to bring this video to a close. Thank you for coming with me on this wild ride, noble viewer. We've had many highs, so many lows. It's been a true roller coaster of emotions across these 3 videos. So if you stuck it out with me till the very end, you're a real one. If you like this series and want to see more, there's still some stuff in the manga that wasn't covered in the anime. And you and I could go on one last ride. Hit us up in the comments if you want to see that. This is Grimmy Jimmy, signing off. Congratulations, Tomo and Jun! Ah, this is great! Okay, bye.